Today, we will take a trip to the one of amazing tourist attraction in Magelang, Central Java, which is very famous in Indonesia or in the world. This tourist spot has been designated as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO since 1991. Of course, all of you already know where we are going, right? Yep, that's Borobudur Temple, which is the largest Buddhist temple in the world. Because now is still pandemic period, this trip will be done via online. But take it easy. I am Azhar Safa Zain and my partner Kamil Pasha will be your tour guide. Borobudur Temple is located on Jalan Badrawati, Borobudur Village, Borobudur District, Magelang Regency, Central Java, about 15 kilometers to the southwest of Yogyakarta. The location of Borobudur Temple is in a small hill surrounded by Menoreh Mountains to the south, Mount Merapi and Mount Merbabu in the northeast, and Mount Sumbing and Mount Sindoro to the northwest. You must be wondering, what does Borobudur mean? Borobudur has the meaning of monastery in the hills, which comes from the words bara, temple or monastery, and baduhur, hills or high places in Sanskrit. This temple was built around 780 AD during the kings of Wangsa Sanjaya and completed around 830 AD during the reign of King Samratungga of Wangsa Shailendra. It is said that the architect of this temple is named Gunadharma, but no written information has been obtained about this figure. In 950 AD, Borobudur Temple was buried by the eruption of Mount Merapi lava and was only rediscovered almost 1,000 years later, in 1814 to be precise. The rediscovery of Borobudur Temple was due to Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles.
Borobudur Temple stands on a hill that extends from east to west. This temple was built of 47,500 meter cubic of andesite blocks, which are neatly arranged without adhesive and covered with a layer of Vajralepa Puduh as found in Kalasan and Sari temples. The Borobudur building is in the form of pyramid with stairs going up on all four sides, namely the east, south, west, and north. It is said that on the east side, under the foot of the temple, a way up the hill was found. That underlies the assumption that Borobudur temple faces east and the main door is on the east side. Borobudur temple symbolizes three levels in human form. The foot of the temple is called Kamadhatu, symbolizing life in the mortal world, which is still filled with karma or desired and lust. On the wall at the foot of the temple there are 160 Karamawibanga relief panels. Currently, the relief cannot be seen because it is covered in overfill. Then there is the body of the temple, which consists of 5 levels, getting smaller and smaller with a square plan. At each level there is wide enough veranda that surrounds the temple body. The edge of the veranda is given a wall decorated with relief panels. The body of the temple is called Rupadhatu, which means world of appearance. In this world, humans are still attached to worldly life, but have started to try to control their desires and passions. The roof of the temple, which consists of 3 levels, is called Arupadhatu, which means a world without form. At this stage of life, humans are free from desire and lust. The roof of the temple is in the form of 3-tiered batur with a circular plan forming 3 arranged circles with the same center as the stupas containing Buddha statues. In the circle at the level 1 there are 32 stupas. At the level 2 there are 24 stupas with diamond-shaped holes. The diamond-shaped holes symbolize any lingering lust. On level 3, there are 16 stupas with decorative square holes. These square holes symbolize the lust that has gone without a trace. That the rooftop is a very large stupa. It is said that in this stupa there was a statue of Adi Buddha, the highest Dhyani Buddha in Mahayana Buddhism. Okay guys, our online trip here was done. We hope you are enjoying this trip in Borobudur Temple. Thank you for everything. Goodbye and see you later.